Welcome everybody to the court case of uh between Ren and Moss. I have no
From a
idea what this
card
court
game.
case is about, other than someone killing someone. I think I'm not sure. That I've not been given any papers to read, so I have no idea what's about to happen.
Oh,
The wait, who goes first? The defendant goes second, right? I'm a great judge.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Ren,
but
you go first, because I
so
say so.
What?
Come to the
What are we doing?
take a stand and explain what the hell's going on.
Ow. Ow. I'm short. I'm short.
hell.
Tell
Guys,
us.
I'm a little guy, alright? I'm a little guy. I'm just a little farmer who's come here from the far edges of Critter City to escape capitalism, you know. And I met this good farmer over here. I thought I was a good farmer. This guy killed my citizens on my own property and then refused to leave my property and then killed more and then poached in front of me and left me the remains. So I don't know. I don't know about this guy, guys. Guys, this guy ain't like yeah. I'm the victim here.
No, you're not. Objection. That's a lie.
Overruled. Thanks, Mag. Keep going, I think.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
There are
do you
several counts of murder. Yeah. Of my
do you-
donkeys.
Budgie, do you want an entire list of what we're suing Moss for?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Can I?
Read the
Okay,
You
list.
don't have your original book.
Read
you know.
the
Wait.
list of
Shit.
every crime he
Okay, are you
committed.
guys ready? It starts with animal poaching of pandas and ocelots. Animal endangerment, the horse. A critically endangered animal endangerment. Dogfighting resulting in the death of a beloved pet. Murder of a citizen of Mulemont. Theft of a bucket. Hate crime, violence against the birds. Assault and battery on the parrots. Attempted homicide. Illegal poaching. Animal neglect. Attempted murder, several degrees. Vandalism, the dirt house. Squatting, living on property without consent. Loitering, vandalism. Tampering with evidence, trying to remove the evidence. Aggravated assault on an endangered species. Assault with a deadly weapon. Attempted assault of witnesses. Taking hostages, animal abuse. Murder of Mulemont citizen during hostage situation. Trespassing. Finds kinship to sea monarch. Attempted kidnapping of royalty of Mulemont. Kidnapping of royalty of Mulemont. Murder of an ambassador of the trader population. Threatening. Religious discrimination. Vandalism. Again. Refusal to cooperate when asked to leave the property. Attempted burial of birds. Attempted drowning of birds. Vandalism. Breaking windows. Breaking and entering. Has left several times but keeps coming back. Threatening of a witness. Ren was forced to go into witness protection because of the attempts on their life by Moss. Burying alive of glitch that resulted in death. Assault on Rambo. Aggravated assault of a witness. Chasing of a witness. Harassment. Hate crimes. Preventing of the course of justice. Attempting to bribe a witness. Littering on private property. Attempted kidnapping of Charlie. Impersonation of a higher being. Cucurucho. Aggravated assault on the lawyer. Vandalism. Trespassing on private property without consent. Impersonation of a trauma source. / canonical X. Impersonation of a pillager. Vandalism. Water damage. Assault and battery of Rambo. Ned told me to add homophobia. There's a whole list if you want to read.
Miss Lawyer, I think you are repeating yourself a few times. I
Yeah.
heard trespassing and trespassing without consent, which is the same thing. I think I've heard burying
I know.
Yeah,
multiple times.
The
Multiple
entire-
times.
the entire list we have are like every single instance of Moss committing a crime.
Have you
Yep.
not compiled this list into something more concise, such as saying
No, it
3
kind of just
counts of
No.
happened on the
trespassing?
spot.
There's like
We
It just
4
happens on the
pages
spot.
that are just repeating
Didn't have
previous
time to organize how
crimes,
many times
so-
they've done it into like a simple list,
Mm.
but yeah,
It's your
there's
job
like,
as a
what?
lawyer to do that.
Oh my god.
No. Is that a dog? One of the people here are being assaulted by a dog, guys.
Well,
Oh,
Anyway,
no,
well,
no.
that sounds like their problem.
For real?
Oh my god.
Do you have
no,
anything
it's-
else to add to your opening statement?
I think that's it.
I'm just a little guy.
A lot of murder, a little,
A lot of
A lot of-
murder, a lot.
a lot of
I
assault.
would like to say I have only known Moss canonically for like a week, and it's not a great first impression. They
It's a
attempted to
pleasure
kill
to
my
impress
bird
you.
several times.
As Ren's lawyer, a personal connection with the defendant. You're the defendant, right? I can't remember which way this goes. You're the defendant, right? Yes, probably. Wait, what's the other side of the defendant? I was thinking offendant, which is
Prosecute.
obviously not. Prosecution. There we go. It's not offendant. As a lawyer of the prosecution, you're not supposed to have a personal relationship with the defendant. So
Well,
Mm.
technically I
I
don't.
don't.
We're still technically acquaintances. We met trying to go find birds, and then a lot
A
of death
whole lot of-
happened. A lot of Ren, I, and Moss all went to go get parrots, and the resulting journey ended with me having 3 birds, Moss killing all of their birds, and Moss also being responsible for the death of all but one of Ren's newly tamed pets,
right.
which is why we're still wanted.
Uh, if the prosecution would like to take a seat, go back to their stand. Go back, please. The defendant, if you'd like to make your opening statement, or the defendant's lawyer, or whoever.
You got this. You got this. I believe in you. You've got this.
Okay. Okay, so I think everything that has happened in that list has been the result of my client being traumatized, because when they arrived here, they were killed by Cocomelon, and being killed by a warden, I think it's a very traumatic experience. And not just that, my client has been grieving for the loss of their child,
Son.
because they were killed. So I think this is just a case of needing a help for the mental health. Yes.
Thank you, defendant. Prosecution, if you'd like to present evidence to help plead your case.
Box.
We
I'm
have a
switching the
whole
ink
box.
turning music.
Should we also do the screenshots?
The box and
No.
the screenshots.
Uh,
Hex quotes.
what?
Wait,
Oh,
evidence 1 is this parrot head, and this parrot head is one of the I'm holding it in my stop looking in the box. This parrot head is Moss's own pet parrot that they murdered specifically because they wanted this head,
can I have that?
and they murdered it right in front of me.
May I please see the head, personally?
And then they tried to claim it was an accident, even though I saw it was on purpose.
Moss's own pet
Okay,
parrot
but
that he murdered
what I'm
because he
what I'm
wanted its
seeing
head.
here.
Hmm.
they don't have like the original the
Oh,
original
just you wait.
messages. They don't have the
Sudden
original death
rejection.
messages that they have
Wait.
been killed by Moss. I'm just seeing 2 Moss heads
Just
that
wait a second.
obviously
Just
has
wait.
been killed by.
That is our evidence of that they tried to impersonate a higher being. They tried to impersonate Cucurucho.
Who's Kukurucho? I have no idea who that is. Who's Kukurucho?
We don't have any we only have eyewitness for when they impersonated Monarch.
I see.
Uh
Are any
I
of
never
these witnesses
were-
here today to come to the
I
stand?
never impersonated
Uh,
anyone. No,
I
We have the
call
screenshots of all
Maya
of last night.
I call Maya to the stand as a witness.
Maya, please come to the stand and state what you saw.
Okay. So, which one? Which of the
Uh,
impersonations? Because there were a lot.
Please state all evidence and
I'll
that you believe is
list
relevant.
every
All evidence.
impersonation that you have witnessed for Moss.
One of the first impersonations that I saw was Cucurucho. If you would so kindly look at Lore BC, I shared a screenshot. There was also the impersonation. Yeah.
I don't know if I can bring this up onto the recording, but I
No,
will
I know.
describe it.
I know.
It's a death message that says crafting underscore nerd 3 was burnt to a crisp while fighting Mossio.
Mhm.
Not the full name.
With further images
Yep.
of actually those aren't relevant yet. Keep going.
I also saw that Moss was impersonating
Oh shit.
Mako.
Do you have
There was
evidence?
also a
Oh,
screenshot
I
of that.
see.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I see the screenshot of Moss wearing a how do I describe this? He looks like a
Just-
snowman,
yeah.
but with a pink nose.
Is
Oh, that's
Cucurucho.
Cucurucho.
Oh, that's Cucurucho. Wait.
They are one of the gods of QSMP.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
Yeah.
other screenshot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Impersonating Noah. I see.
No.
Impersonating Mako,
I'm sorry, Mako.
my spouse Moss.
Yep. And that's all I have for impersonation. But I may also I do have
Do you
2
have-
confessions.
Yes.
That is right. We
Uh,
do have the confession screenshot.
Oh.
Yep.
We do have several accounts of admission of guilt on Moss's end.
There's one screenshot where Moss was confessing that they will kill Cloudy's 3 parrots.
I see.
And there's another screenshot where Monarch
That was only a threat.
is
that was-
confessing that they are trespassing and doing vandalism on Ren's house.
I believe there's also a screenshot in the screenshot channel of the vandalism that they
Of
did.
the vandalism happening.
Let's see. So we have a message. So Ren has said, so far our witnesses are Maya, the RGB trio birds, and Moss has said, I will kill RGB trio. And secondly, we have Monarch saying, me and Moss are war criminal. What crime is is this? Taya has replied with, I'm going to give you back your money, Moss. Moss has replied with, Monarch says, trespassing, question mark. Moss has replied with, vandalism. spelled incorrectly. Daya has said Peachy is soft. Hang on. Peachy is soft for Sea Monarch only / half joking, and one replied with vandalism and trespassing.
I don't have anything to say.
This is all quite convincing evidence. Mayo, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Do we have a screenshot of when they were Sea Monarch, or did they run away too fast for that one?
I don't have that screenshot.
And
Yeah.
I don't even know what you would call that. Impersonating another wanted criminal.
Of all the things to impersonate, that
Of
is
all
one
the
of
things
that
to
is one of the
impersonate,
things you could have impersonated.
Of all the things you could have impersonated, oh yeah, identity. It's identity theft either way. But identity theft of my toxic psychotic ex.
Oh, and may I add, while
I know.
may I add, while Ren was in witness protection, Moss kept harassing. That's also when the vandalism took place. And the impersonation happened within 50 blocks of Ren. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was never stood. That was never told. I was never told that. No. I was never told that.
You were told multiple times that Ren was in witness protection and that you had to
Yeah.
leave.
I was never
Yeah.
told that I needed to be 50 blocks away from them.
I told you had to be 100 blocks away from my birds after you threatened to kill them and almost killed them.
Bloody
My
bird!
bird. My birds.
Let's see.
What-
Very well, thank you, Maya.
You put
Moss, if you would like to counter, what's the term? Argue back.
I actually have a witness. I have. What would you say?
You wanna bring a witness to the
Oh,
stand?
get the- who you
Yeah.
calling to the stand? Who you
I
calling
just
to the
need to
stand?
get them.
You just need to get them. You're
Yeah,
not
are
allowed
we
to
clear?
leave the courtroom
You're not
mid
allowed
court
to leave the
case.
No, I'll be quick. I'll be quick.
You can't leave
The
the courtroom
defendant
mid
is
court
running
case.
away.
If they
Um,
They're going.
Security, if you
I-
could bring
I-
the
I just
defendant
want
back.
to say if they come.
I just.
If you could, security, if you
There
could
may
bring the
be a crime
defendant
on
back
page
to the
Go to the
courtroom.
bathroom or
Uh,
something.
Your Honor, I'd like to make an assumption that they're going to commit identity theft.
Yep. I would like to say that if you would look at the crime book, page 11, there may be just some theorizing of what crimes also could happen.
Also,
Page
do we
11.
even have a jury?
Aren't you guys the
Necromancy,
jury?
grave robbing, impersonation of a dead person / husband to a higher being, aka Elder God, Lumi, will probably happen.
Yeah.
Kidnapping of political figures, threatening of witness and witness protection.
Yeah.
It's
Just,
We'd also like to point out that before this court case, Moss did steal the crime book, the crime list, and attempted
after they
to
killed me.
Objection, that
Yeah.
was so they could show me what the book said. They were not stealing. I gave it back afterwards. I needed to
did give
see
it
the.
Ma'am,
I did
that's
give it back.
that's
You did give it
even
back, thank
though you
you.
gave it back, taking someone else's possessions without their permission is theft.
They were just borrowing it so I could see it. I needed it.
Hi. Yes.
Oh, Moss, you know
Don't
what?
worry. Hello, Morgan's here. Yes.
I don't even know what to say.
And there goes your lawyer.
On the Father, Son, Holy Candle, amen.
Excuse me,
Louis.
Mr. Muggins. There appears to be a second one of you in the room.
Muggins,
That's
there
an
appears to be
imposter.
two.
That's an imposter. You know?
Are you
We've
sure?
all heard of imposters, so that's been going around. There's been serious.
You see,
That's an
I
imposter
believe the Muggins
conspiracy.
sitting at the back of the courtroom there has been there since the beginning. Here's the question: have you ever seen you and Moss in the room at the same time together?
Why, yes, I
Have we?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm giving you bigger diamonds. I can do this. You're... I'm giving it back. I'm gone. I'm dipping.
I forgot to open Discord on my computer. Just a second.
Please.
It's just ignore her.
While the
Stop, so-
defendant and their lawyer discuss things,
There we go.
would
Take a
the
I can't take my
prosecution
client seriously when they do this.
would the prosecution like to answer for the claim that they suffered trauma at the hands of Cocomelon?
My son is 3.
Your son is a warden.
My son is 3. He doesn't
Yo,
know any
He's a
better.
warden. It's a warden.
Right.
Your son is a warden that killed my.
I
Do you
can
see? Do you
fix
see? Do you
him.
see? Do you see
He's
that?
a bit of
That
training.
can you see how
potty
turned
trained.
up
Are you
their clothes are?
objection? Nuh-uh.
That's not
Oh.
an objection.
Overruled, I think.
Say.
I would like to point out something. The fact that Ren does have Cocomelon fairly well distracted at all times. You have to actively get Cocomelon's attention in order to anger them.
Mhm. That's true.
It is
No.
very difficult to accidentally anger Cocomelon unless there is another mob in its vicinity. Then it just gets mad at that mob. But you have to actively anger Cocomelon yourself in order to put
It's
yourself in
very
danger.
easy to anger that thing.
It is not.
That is my
It's not
son.
easy.
Right. I will. I was gonna say I'll have to see this containment for myself, but that's like ages away, so we're not gonna do that. But we'll pretend you gave me.
I have screenshots of the
It's
place
a
that
room full of noise
Cocomelon is kept in. I can show them if you allow me to.
Very well. You may send those screenshots in Law VC1.
Very well.
Demonstration.
It is quite literally a room full of noisemakers.
We even have a court prison if this.
Yeah.
Yes,
They are
we do
found guilty.
actually.
We do have a prison. It's underneath. It's underneath our bookstore.
Oh god, wait, what? Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it's underneath the bookstore. And we're just waiting in silence. While this is happening, how's everyone's day been? How's the weather, eh?
I mean, today I just found out that the opposing lawyer is my canonical wife, so that's something.
I just
That-
learned that my husband is my yes.
This seems like a conflict of
Hi,
interest.
honey.
I would highly recommend in future you don't go against each other in court. And if you feel like this is a
Well,
good
this is
idea, I
horrible.
would seek couples counseling.
The
Well, I
screen
didn't know
is
that they
there
got
to fix
hired
this
to
door.
be a lawyer,
I'm
and I
sorry.
just kind of volunteered to be a lawyer. Hi,
I'm
honey.
sorry. I didn't know.
Huh?
Huh?
detective.
Overruled.
Because you're part of the part of
Alright.
the audience.
Moss has
No, you
presented
gotta take
images
the-
of
take the
Cocomelon's
armor off.
containment.
Take the
We
armor
have,
off.
let's see, he is contained behind glass and a wooden door. Above it, we have a autism creature, a sign that says days since last warden incident, with next to it saying 10 days. And inside
Minus
there
10
is
days.
No,
Mine
that says
a-
10 days. The dash is like it's like decoration. It's to make it look pretty.
10 days.
Objection. You need to change that. You need to change that. It's not 10 days
What?
anymore.
Yeah, you're right. It's 11.
Can I
No,
please,
when
can
I
I
went
please
looking for
ask?
10, I died to Cocomelon.
Moss.
And that's why we're suing him. That one of the things we did not list yet. One of the things we did not list yet is that we are suing Moss for illegal poaching and animal abuse. Illegal poaching. We didn't-
I think
Why are you?
I think that was one of the
Who's
ones.
paying?
As
Right,
the
wait.
judge, I am witnessing that crime for myself. I will also add on the charges of at least one count of animal cruelty and
I'm gone. I'm not even here.
animal
I'm
violence,
gone.
and those cannot be taken away. Those are fixed. I will also charge you for drawing a weapon in the court. That is a crime.
there's people looking through the window. What do you expect me to do?
Those are just birds.
Draw.
my God.
Just
Pulling
for
out a revolver.
excuse me.
Pulling out a revolver
Please.
and a trident in the court case is poor behavior, and you will be punished accordingly.
Death.
Looking at the screenshot, may the prosecution please explain what happened 10 days prior to that screenshot being taken? What was the incident, the last incident?
Tag.
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 Peg.
Egg.
Tag.
Tag.
And
Understandable.
That. Mhm.
That is a acceptable answer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Pero es que quien chotas me manda a aceptar este trabajo y estoy hasta la madre, ya no quiero estar aquí, ya me quiero ir. Me quiero ir a mi casa, me quiero ir a mi
Look
casa.
out.
Estoy
got-
harta.
Toma el dinero y vete.
Ma'am, while the court is multilingual, I am not. I have no idea what you just said.
I'm talking of hey.
Oh, okay.
Can I
As
please send me-
unfortunately,
Technically that is
unfortunately, while this court is able to get a Fey judge, a judge capable of speaking Fey, if given prior notice, I am not able to do so, and so I cannot take that statement, as I do not know what the hell you just said.
Well, that was just. Yeah,
I
they
was
were
just
venting.
venting. I was just venting.
And someone else proposed another crime, but you don't need to know about that.
No, she was paid. She can just, yeah.
She just gave your money back because you killed a bird in front of everyone.
Like
You should
I
have
want
taken it. We're already
for
paid.
killing in front of me. You killed a living being in front of me. How
yeah,
dare
you can just like quit and let Moss. No,
How
PP,
dare
just, and let Moss defend themselves.
Miss Blossom, would you like to prosecute Moss for causing emotional distress?
I can be Miss Blossom's lawyer.
Biased.
You know what? Because I am low on time, as I am a very busy judge, as you all know, we may do both these cases at the same time. Moss, congratulations. You are now without a lawyer.
Fuck!
You can only defend yourself now.
You are my new lawyer. You are my new lawyer. Okay, congratulations. Bro, he's right.
Bro, just fly.
Bro,
See, this is
Maybe
what we would
maybe
like to
Monarch
call
would want to be your
empires.
lawyer.
Your Honor, I think it is safe to assume that we can all agree that Moss is guilty.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say.
How long of
I,
a
as
Assault
a
in
previous,
court,
as a
please-
previous lawyer,
Defendant, please do not
say
assault
yes.
the prosecution's lawyer in court. That is also a crime.
That just
Yeah,
adds time to your sentence.
I would also
If-
like
if-
to add that at this point, it has become Moss versus the entire server.
While that is true, I am
no
still.
bias in this case. I will
Yep.
represent Moss. I have no bias in this case at all. I am definitely not on the side of Ren at all. I have no bias here. I
I
am
need
full
emotional
time.
support after seeing
I
that.
think
Very-
we have a lot of time.
Very well.
I will be
Na-
representing you. I will not be representing you in English. I will be representing you in Irish.
Imagine.
Let's go.
um,
French.
unfortunately, while this court is multilingual and we do allow court cases to be done in Irish, these must be booked in advance as I don't know Irish. And so I won't be able to accept statements given in
That
Irish.
won't matter.
If we
No, matter.
schedule one in Irish, will you be learning Irish to take this the case?
A
Wait,
different,
open up Duolingo.
a
Just
different
open
judge,
Google Translate,
A-
buddy.
a
Just
different-
open Google Translate at this point.
a different judge by the name of Judge hang on, let me quickly open up Google's Translate to
Judge
Google.
Trans right?
Wait,
Hello,
wait.
making the on the courthouse.
Go!
English
Yeah.
into Irish, and then what's translate in Irish? Judge Istre. Let me just put it in chat.
That helps a bit, please.
That judge will be taking the court. That's apparently translate in Irish. I don't know.
Abstract.
Yes, that judge will be
Abstract.
taking the court case. But that judge is currently unavailable as he's on holiday in Ireland. So
Damn, for real?
yeah.
He's on holiday in Ireland, so he's Irish.
Moss, could you please put away your weapons? No weapons are allowed in court.
Your Honor, can we finish reading the book, but every time we list a crime, we have a vine boom?
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, get a warden in here. The warden can do the vine booms for us.
I don't have the vine boom sound though. Moss is
I-
pointing a gun at us.
No,
Mo-
I'm not. I'm
Moss,
not.
if
Yeah,
you
no,
draw that, if
I'm
you
not,
drew
I'm
your
not,
weapon one more time, it will be confiscated from you. Nad, if you
You-
can you please put your gun
I
away,
thought you
put your bow away.
understood.
No
Um,
weapons in the courthouse.
I was aiming a bow at the person
Hang on,
I'm
hand them
defending,
over.
so I
No
think it's
weapons.
valid.
No assault in the courthouse. Moss, Noah,
That also
please.
ties in with
Hey,
emotional
I'm
distress.
Moss. If
Hey.
you would really quickly come outside, we definitely need to talk about your case. Come outside. Yes.
No,
Yeah,
you're not allowed to
They're
leave
being
the courtroom.
They're
You're not allowed to leave the court.
Your
As-
Honor,
as
Your Honor.
judge.
Come on.
As
Come on,
judge,
Come out here. Look. Oh look.
Your Honor.
We're now outside the courtroom. Look. We're now outside the courtroom.
as
Where
judge.
did guys, my client fled.
My
My client
God,
fled.
forget.
Guys, my
Judge?
client fled.
Moss,
I definitely didn't try to murder them.
may you please?
Yeah, I was they tried assassination on me.
What? No. No.
They tried to kill you.
I would never plan assassination. I have never killed a person.
That's a lie.
Okay.
That's a
Let's
lot.
fucking
Anyway,
do
so
it.
can we like all agree
This
that Moss
is your
is
court
guilty?
case, not mine.
Oh my god, the bird broken.
Medic!
Oh my god,
Medic!
no, Moss is
Oh, there's a murder in her guy. Oh my gosh.
Your
Okay.
Honor, you seeing this?
Your Honor.
Bananas!
It's just the name of the weapon.
I'm currently in the middle of I need to clear some inventory space. I'm currently in the middle of confiscating Moss's items so they cannot attack people.
Is this a courtroom
And
or
yeah,
a,
there we
or
go.
a child care?
Wait,
I'm not sure. I was coming here all not prepared at all.
It's like a
I've never
kindergarten.
been a lawyer. Help.
All right.
The birds broke the window.
Good guy and hot guy broke the window and left.
As I'd like to take further evidence, given that I have confiscated. Also, someone pick up that. Someone pick up Nad's stuff, please. As I have confiscated Moss's weapons using my powers as judge, aka admin powers, I see that their sword is named Kill Ren, which does not bode well for them.
An omission of guilt.
No, that. Sorry, I threw an axe at you.
Aw.
Your Honor, I'm scared.
Your Honor. You get up with you.
Oh, here.
The lawyers are making out.
This is not the appropriate time for such action.
This is yours.
Anyway, I believe I have enough evidence to charge Moss with their crimes. For also,
I need my weapons
as
for reasons.
sorry,
I need my weapons for reasons, you know? I need my weapons.
no, as
No.
as
Nuh-uh.
I require someone
No.
as I read out the crimes and their appropriate punishment. I require someone to do the vine booms at the appropriate time, please and thank you.
I will. I love doing vine boom.
Noah, thank you for volunteering. For how many? Like, was it like 3 counts of trespassing? I sentence you to
5 or something.
I think it was more than 5.
for all
Yeah.
for the many
no,
counts of trespassing. I sentence you to
What do you want
20
to? What do
20
you want
minute-
to be the
30 minutes of community service where you help clean up the server for the world download.
What?
Damn,
That's
wrong.
amazing. I
Let's
love
go.
For your crimes of murdering Ren
Coaching.
numerous times, I charge you to the to the sentence of God.
Your
Honor, I'm an
You got
endangered
to
species.
write. Hang on, you have to write an apology song,
I don't know how to sing.
preferably with ukulele. For the for the crimes of
Wait, that's lettering. Lettering wood on the stand.
for
Littering
the
again.
for the crimes of breaking Ren's witness protection restraining order thing. I sentence you to the crime of I sentence you to a punishment of I don't know. You have to give Ren a diamond. Yeah.
They don't deserve a diamond.
Too bad. You have to give it to them.
2 diamonds. Because you said that.
For
I
the
gave you back your 10 diamond blocks.
for the
I don't have a 10 diamond
Give all
blocks.
those blocks.
I never got the back.
for the crimes of murdering for the crimes
Who
of
has them then?
for the crimes of murdering multiple parrots, including one right in front of me, I might add. I charge you with
It
the
looks a bit wrong.
I charge
It looks
And
a bit
the
wrong.
pandas, and the
that-
pandas, and the ocelots,
all the
and
animals.
the donkeys,
And the dog.
Whose stuff is this back
They
here?
also-
and the dog.
I don't know whose
Two
stuff that was, but I
dogs
picked up a
and a
chest
dog.
plate and a shovel.
One of which was name tagged.
You,
I'll check that on the
Your
floor.
Honor,
Neapolitan.
Your Honor,
for-
we'd
for
like
the-
to
for-
point out that
Neapolitan and
Moss
Abby
has
will always be famous.
Moss has killed several pandas, and pandas are extremely endangered.
Your Honor, I'm an endangered species.
Yeah,
Times
Ren is a
2.
critically endangered
Ren is a Spix macaw, and Spix macaws are extinct in the wild, and there are only 50 left in the world.
For all those crimes of murdering all those animals, I charge you to a sentence of
2 days in the prison.
24 hours in the bedrock prison.
Wait, no, hey! I charge the crimes here, not the lawyer. The judge does. For those crimes, I
seems
charge
like an
you
appropriate-
with you have to I don't know, make some sort of redstone contraption because I say so.
I don't know anything about what's on me.
That's why it's a punishment.
You have to build your own prison.
Was that?
No, you have to make a very complicated redstone door. You have to make a very complicated redstone.
Yeah, you got to make a
You have to make
3x3
me a text
redstone.
bot.
3x3
You have to
redstone
make
door.
me a text bot.
Something that would impress Mumbo Jumbo.
And
Even better, something that would impress Budgie.
for the crimes of murdering Nad, I charge you.
Nad deserved it. Nad
With-
deserved it. You both I know.
I charge you with the punishment of having to break a block of obsidian with your bare hands.
Oh my god.
That's rude.
Wait.
For the
Budgie,
crime
Budgie,
of assaulting the
Budgie,
judge
make
just
them do-
now, twice.
Make them do reinforced deep slate.
No, obsidian's
Make
fine.
them break reinforced deep slate.
For the crimes of assaulting the
bare
judge
hands.
just now, you have to compliment me. You have to compliment me.
Hair look
You
Your
have to
hair
compliment
looks
me with speed.
like it's white seaweed and your skin looks
Is it that hard to compliment another fish bowl?
bumpy.
Damn, you're both fish. You'd think you'd be able to come up with something.
On God!
I could come up
I
with
like
like 3
I like
compliments.
I like
right
pursuit.
now.
That's something I like. I like
Thank you.
pursuit.
That
Very
that
sweet.
crime has that sentence for that crime has been served.
Yeah.
For the crime of drawing weapons in court, you'll be charged with the crime of having to chill in the bedrock prison for you have to log off in the bedrock prison, and be logged off there for at least 10 seconds before you'll be let out. Yeah. And have I missed anything?
Um,
Oh,
I
for,
was
for
murdered.
threatening Ren
Assaulting
and
lawyers.
for threatening people with threatening items like feathers and barrels and stuff, leather and like mob heads. You will be sentenced
and
to.
vandalism.
You'll be sentenced.
Vandalism.
Illegal use of fireworks.
They tried to kill one of my spouses, and then
When?
Hang on, wait,
my other spouse. I'll just say that.
hang, wait, I
Oh,
haven't
yeah,
finished giving out sentence for
God.
that crime of threatening people. Causing emotional distress. There we go. For causing emotional distress
Thank
by
you.
threatening people, I charge you to a sentence of I don't know. You have to
10 more seconds in the bedrock prison.
no, that's
Aye.
unoriginal. Not that. You have to.
You have to crawl. You have to crawl for a solid 20 minutes. Do/crawl.
You have
Yeah,
to
you-
help me and Ren build apartments
No.
around the void chunks.
No!
We're gonna capitalize.
You have-
Yes, that.
You're not allowed to wear your elytra. Wait, you have an elytra, right?
I'm missing my elytra. Hang on a minute. Where's my elytra?
Oh,
What?
I yoinked it from you. I'll give it back afterwards. But you're not allowed to wear your elytra for the next hour. And have I missed anything? Any crimes?
Impersonation of Sea Monarch, killing Sea Monarch.
Impersonation.
Oh yeah, for
Yes,
for the crime of impersonation, of in the courtroom itself, and Monarch too.
Yep.
Digging up a grave and impersonating a dead
Grave
person.
robbing, necromancy.
You're not for that
Grave
crime.
robbing.
You have to use a wooden sword, and that's the only weapon you're allowed to attack mobs with for the next day. It can be enchanted though, so you can have that sharpness 5 fire aspect 2 wooden sword. Don't ask me how fire aspect works with a wooden sword. You can put mending on it if you want. But if you compliment me again, I will upgrade it to a stone sword.
You have nice feet. Your feet look nice. Yeah.
Thank you. You may use a stone sword. Is there any other crime I missed?
Let me just look through the book.
Look at the book. What have they missed? What did they miss?
Did we say something about necromancy and grave robbing?
Oh right. For the crime of necromancy and grave. What did they necromancy? And who's grave did they rob? Oh, for the crime of raising sea. Did Moss raise sea muggins from the dead? Wait, did sea muggins? I don't know. For the crime of raising.
Dead, Budgie.
Okay.
Muggins is right behind you.
Muggins is currently refusing to press charges, but for the
Sorry, but I have to go. Sorry.
No
Bye.
worries. See you, Mag. For the crime of grave robbing anyway, you'll get charged with having to unrob the grave.
What?
Everything that was in the grave, you gotta put back.
Wait, no.
Oh, okay.
I got this. They have to unrob the grave and write a 20-page apology to Lumi.
Oh damn.
Complete with offerings.
Complete with offering.
Let's call it a 2-page instead of 20-page.
A college grade essay to Lumi. College grade. It has to be,
500
like,
words.
A1
format.
A1 level essay.
You know what? Let's just say 2-page because I say so. I'm the judge. I get final say.
Arial
Times New
12.
Roman
Double
12.
spaced.
Double space. With
I
1-inch margins.
I think is that all the crimes?
Is that all the crimes?
That we know of.
Yeah.
You know. Well,
That we know.
given that
It's a growing list,
all
Budgie.
crimes have been announced and sentences have been charged, I hereby call this court adjourned.
I do have more war crimes.
Yay!
Woo.
Oh man, I was late.
Too late now.
I was summoned.
Lumi?
Oh.